The world of drones just changed in 2025, and it's all because of DJI. The company has done it again. They've taken something small, something that looked simple, and turned it into a creative machine that nobody expected. The DJI Neo 2 has officially arrived, and it is already rewriting what we think a pocket-sized drone can do. For years, the Neo line was seen as playful. It was budget-friendly, more like a flying selfie stick than a serious drone. The kind of device you'd pack for a family trip, but not something professionals would ever rely on. That story has now changed. The DJI Neo 2 isn't just a step forward, it's a statement. It's DJI telling the world that even the smallest drones can carry power, endurance, and imaging capability once reserved for larger, pricier models. So let's break it down. The first thing that makes headlines is always the power system, because battery life decides everything. If a drone can't stay in the sky long enough, no feature really matters. The Neo 2 comes with a dual-cell pack rated at 11.6 watt-hours. At first glance, that sounds modest. After all, it's only a bump from the 10.4 watt-hour pack of the original Neo. But those numbers tell only half the story. In practice, this upgrade means several more minutes of flight. For pilots, a few extra minutes can mean capturing the golden hour, finishing a smooth tracking shot, or completing an entire vlog take without swapping batteries. Early insiders suggest that under calm conditions, the Neo 2 could fly beyond the 20-minute mark. That's a psychological barrier in small drones. For users, it's the difference between frustration and freedom. And DJI knows this. They understand the pain of a pilot watching a drone descend early because the battery didn't hold out. With the Neo 2, DJI has managed to push flight time closer to what you would expect from mid-tier drones, while keeping the device compact and affordable. That's no small achievement. But endurance alone doesn't sell a drone. What pilots want is confidence. Confidence that when they send the drone into the air, it won't crash into a tree, misread its surroundings, or lose orientation. The first Neo had limited awareness. It worked best in open spaces. Bring it near tight gaps or fly it close to obstacles, and you had to keep your fingers ready on the controls to avoid an accident. The Neo 2 changes that story. DJI has introduced an enhanced vision positioning system. It's smarter, faster, and more responsive. It improves obstacle detection so the drone can sense objects more accurately. It doesn't just look, it reacts. For new pilots, this is a lifeline. Learning to fly can be nerve-wracking. Every new drone owner knows the fear of clipping a tree branch or hitting a wall. DJI's updated vision system makes the Neo 2 feel less like a toy and more like a trustworthy partner. You can weave through tighter spaces, explore creative angles, and practice complex maneuvers with less fear. But of course, the heart of any drone isn't just flight safety, it's the camera. And this is where the Neo 2 surprises everyone. According to leaks and insider reports, the DJI Neo 2 carries a 1.3-inch CMOS sensor. That's not a tiny upgrade. That's a leap. A bigger sensor means more light, richer details, and stronger performance in difficult conditions. Think sunrise shots where the light is still low, or night scenes under neon city skies. Smaller sensors usually struggle with noise, blowing out highlights or crushing shadows. But with dual ISO support, the Neo 2 is set to capture both highlights and shadows with balance. The result is footage that looks cinematic rather than amateur. Now imagine pairing that sensor with 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. Smooth motion, sharp detail, and no need to compromise. Add in 10-bit D-Log color profiles, and suddenly you have a drone that doesn't just capture footage, it captures storytelling potential. This means more room for color grading, more flexibility in editing, and professional results straight from a pocket-sized machine. For vloggers, creators, and even professionals looking for a backup drone, this changes everything. What's fascinating is how DJI has managed to pack all this into something so portable. The Neo 2 isn't bulky. It's not heavy. You can slip it into a small backpack, even a jacket pocket. But when it's in the air, it performs like something much larger. That balance, between portability and performance, is what makes this release so special. Travel bloggers no longer need to carry big drones with complicated setups. Social media creators no longer need to compromise between convenience and quality. The Neo 2 is grab and go, yet professional enough to deliver cinematic results. And here's the twist. DJI is doing all of this while keeping the price accessible. The original Neo launched at just $289. It was the most affordable way into DJI's ecosystem. Now, early reports suggest the Neo 2 will stay under $350. That's remarkable, because with the sensor upgrade, the smarter vision system, the better endurance, and the new creative modes, this drone could easily justify a much higher price tag. But DJI seems determined to make advanced drone technology available to a wider audience. For students, for beginners, for hobbyists who want their first drone, and even for professionals who want a lightweight backup, the Neo 2 hits a sweet spot. Affordable, yet advanced. Compact, yet powerful. It's not just another toy, it's a true creative tool. And then there's something unexpected. Rumors of an FPV headset designed specifically for this model. Not the bulky professional goggles DJI has made in the past, but a lighter, user-friendly version. Imagine flying the Neo 2 and seeing everything from its perspective, in real time, with a cinematic view. That's immersion without intimidation. If this headset launches alongside the drone, it could transform the way beginners and casual pilots experience flight. It would also position the Neo 2 not just as a camera drone, but as a gateway into the world of FPV. When we look at the big picture, the Neo 2 is more than just an upgrade. It's a signal of where the drone industry is going. DJI is proving that you don't need the biggest drone, the heaviest frame, or the highest price tag to create stunning aerial footage. By blending smart design, professional imaging, and affordable pricing, they are redefining what everyday drones can do. This is why the Neo 2 could become the sleeper hit of 2025. Lightweight, capable, and accessible. A drone for travelers, vloggers, students, hobbyists, and professionals alike. A drone that doesn't ask you to choose between quality and convenience. A drone that puts cinematic storytelling into the hands of everyone. So in this first part of our deep dive, we've seen how the DJI Neo 2 evolves the basics: battery endurance, smarter vision systems, a stronger camera, and accessible pricing. In the next section, we'll compare it against other drones in DJI's lineup, explore how it stands against rivals in the market, and dive deeper into why it matters so much for creators in 2025. Because make no mistake, the Neo 2 isn't just another small drone. It's the start of a new category, where portability meets professionalism, and where entry-level no longer means compromise.